It is day 3 here at a Sun and Fun Air Show. Today we have the Blue Angels. It is a marking tonight that the Blue Angels are one of the finest groups of the air show, and we just do flybys. And they're going to survey the area here just to check out the airport, and for about hours. There's no aerobatics or nothing like that. We do have the F-35. We have the Growlers F-18 Hornets. You guys won't want to miss it. Their channel, only because what happens is the Blue Angels are about to be one of the most highly modified airshow teams or airshow performers at Sun and Fun. And now here they come right here. As they're making a high pass. Why not? A high pass to get stuff started. This is why we're just surveying the area here with the Blues as number 1, and all the other Blue Angels out there are right behind him as they make their pass up high, and then they'll come down low and make some. They're going to survey the area as now they're going to break apart, or as a team, they're going to come back around and absolutely check this thing out. Because what happens, we know that the Blue Angels are all about flying in a great formation. We see that in a lot of progress. A lot of times these guys do a great job. They take a lot of effort. They take their time, and we, like I said, we're looking forward to what we're seeing here, because you know the Blue Angels are just a great show team and a great air show team, and they just want to scope out the area. They just want to make sure that the airspace is good for their show this week, and it is going to be a great performance. There's a lot going on here, and got to tell you something. The Blue Angels are phenomenal. They are a great air show team, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is how we survey the Blues in their flight. Yeah, you tell me something. Now the Blue Angels make their approach. They make their way to show center. How is the Blue Angels? What's good about the Blue Angels? You know, there's a lot. You know, if you have blue skies like this, you'll absolutely be fine. We do need ceilings that are perfect for flying. If we don't have the ceilings that are perfect, then we're not gonna put up the Blue Angels if the ceiling's not good enough. You know, so what happens is we do need absolute great weather. You know, we need the weather that is perfect. And I can tell you right now, they're not doing much of a show. They're just doing surveillance, which means they're just scoping out the area. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be fun. As actually now we have one solo Blue Angel that will survey the area here, and you'll see some G's that they pull, and some other stuff like that in today's flyby as they come back towards show center again. Or as we watch right now, Blue Angels number 1 is already scoping out the area. And don't forget, we'll have Blue Angels full show tomorrow. And they're just scoping out the area just to see what it's like to be here. They've been talking about coming to Sun and Fun for a long time at all their different shows. And I'm glad to see that they're back at it again, and glad to see that they're happy to be here. You know, knowing as a Sun and Fun fans, you know, we tell a lot of people that the Blue Angels are just phenomenal. You know, there's so much going into it. And the best part about it is just scoping out the area, just checking out the zone and see what their path looks like, because we do have some new pilots on the team that have to check it out and make sure stuff is clear before they do any crazy stuff this weekend, which surveying the area means just checking it out, just scoping out the flight track, and just keep your eye out in the skies this weekend. That is this is great. I mean, the Blue Angels are a phenomenal team. They're just totally checking it out. Here comes some high-speed passes right now. They're gonna maybe do some a couple of those stunts. They're not going to show their whole routine, but they're just showing you some flyovers. as they check out their as they survey the area, make sure that they're ready to go for this weekend. It is a great. It's going to be great. I mean, taking a look at the Blue Angels and everything that the Blue Angels have done, it is amazing. You know, after they're done scoping, then we have we're going to bring in the F-35, which we'll see. The F-35 will be here and arriving. The F-35C model, and we also have the growlers coming in as well. So we'll have some more noise all day. And then after that, or after the let's say after the F-35C comes in, we'll take a look at the solo pilots of the Blue Angels as we take a look at theirs, and then we will also see, maybe we'll see a little performance by the Blues. I thought the F-35C was the one that could hover. I think it can. I'm pretty sure they can. He'll be coming in after some scoping out the field here at Sun and Fun, as they do some surveillance work, just checking out the area just to see how their space looks and how the box looks. It is here they come right now. Number 1 back in show center. The problem is I won't be able. I don't think I can because I'm not sure how to hover. Right, I understand. Yeah, I just might not know how to swivel them. Oh, it's number 7. Number 7's good. It's getting. It's all right. It's all set to go again. Yep, Blue Angel number 7 is ready to go. Nice little low speed pass. Repainted. Yep, it's all set to go. We're surveying the area this afternoon, and we are rocking and rolling with the afternoon portion of our show today. Here they come as the Blue Angels are surveying the area. Here comes a full speed. This is fast speed here, guys. They're making their pass here at Sun and Fun 2025. As they're just scoping out the area just to make sure stuff is looking good. Because if stuff's not looking good, then they're not. Then they can't fly. It's very important to do this, folks, because what happens is you guys know that the Blue Angels do a lot of practicing, and they do a phenomenal job. That's because they practice and practice and practice over and over and over again. And the Blue Angels will have their full show on tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And the point, what we're seeing, the reason why we're doing surveying areas the whole time, folks, is just to get used to the airspace, so they can get used to the airspace when they're doing their show, which makes sense, right? It makes sense to a lot of people. They're like, why are we doing surveillance work? Why are they surveying the area? Because, you know, when you survey the area, you have to make sure stuff is good. You do like to fly in high ceilings, so if the ceilings are high, it is perfect for flying. And we absolutely love how stuff works. Just checking out their space, and as Blue Angels come back around again, you'll feel the raw power of the F-18 Hornet, the newer, latest style of the F-18. It is now the Super Hornet. They went from F-4 Phantoms to the Super Hornet, which makes this thing, or we went from the Phantoms to the F-18 to the now newly Super F-18 Hornets. Right down the flight line we go again, cruising at about 570 knots. I could tell you right now, this is exactly how you do this thing. You surveyed the area perfectly, and the crowd level. That's what makes this team perfect. I mean, they do so much, and it does work. And a lot of people love the Blue Angels. It's one of the most popular show teams. That's also because of what we have. I mean, the Blue Angels are a great team. They do a lot. They have a great performance each weekend. We do quite a few shows a weekend, and I can tell you right now that if we didn't have the Blue Angels doing it, what we're doing today, they would never in my life see this show. All they want to do is just perform for everyone here at Sun and Fun, and that's why they're here. That's what they're doing this afternoon. And because of all the surveillance and all the energy that is put into this, like the work and the effort. And here come the Blues back around, and now they're going to actually smoke you guys out just a little bit. There we go, smokes on these F-18 Hornets. As they're showing you some major flybys here this afternoon here. As burners come on as well, and now the F-18s just come back and cruise right down the flight line, which absolutely is probably the most pretty sight I've ever seen. Tons of Blue Angels. The sight and the smoke and all the excitement that goes in this thing. The team is phenomenal as well. And it is a great time as we explain to you guys what happened, why do we do this? It's just because it's testing out the airspace just to make sure so they can group up as a team like this and start working as a team to do this for their show, so they know exactly where to go and how stuff works out. Their show is pretty big. There's a lot going on during the show. There's so many planes in the air, and it does take a lot of time and a lot of practice for these F-18 Hornets to get secured and do everything they want to do for showtime. As the Blues are here, and the crowd level. And when you see these guys perform, it's just unbelievable to see. It's there's nothing to it. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. The maneuver that they do, the great stuff that they do in these shows, it just is a phenomenal thing. It's a great way to get the community in the airspace and try to get people into aviation by doing a lot of flying like this. It just really helps out a lot. Yes, it is. We're just surveying the area. Then we'll bring these guys down for a while, and then the solo pilots will go, and then we'll bring in the growlers and back to the Blue Angels surveying the area again. So we're gonna do some passes here again, and it is just taking a look, making sure all these pilots know what they're doing before their show this weekend. Oh, I know, I do too. We have all our planes, all the planes that we have in our show will be open, up and running. So that'll be good. I mean, that's always a good thing. Testing their smoke system to make sure that everything works properly here with these guys. And if nothing works, then we had to ground some of them. But as of right now, we seem like we have everything working just the way it should here. That's always a great thing. And this is how surveying the area works, guys, is we just fly over back and forth just to see how stuff works. If these guys don't like what they see and they don't like their pattern, then we are absolutely gonna get it down. So after the growlers, we'll have a little performance with the Blue Angels, by the way. We're gonna do their full show. It is a waste of gas, but they have to do it for surveillance checks over the field. They come down and fill up, and then they will go, and we'll have a little demo this afternoon after the growlers. We'll do their whole practice routine with no narration, and no stuff like that. So that's going to be fun. That's after the growlers this afternoon. So we got a little Blue Angel show for you this afternoon. Just a little show. I mean, it's going to be a show, but it's not going to be. It's going to be one of those shows that we are practicing. It's a practice day. So after the growlers come in this afternoon, we do have a Blue Angel show practice to show you everything that they're going to do during their air show this weekend. And I got to tell you right now, it's a beautiful day for flying here at Sun and Fun 2025. The Blues are really kicking in. We'll have some passes, and now we're going to see. That's how they do it at the real. Yep, that's what I'm going to be doing. So we'll sit back and enjoy as we get ready for the no narration, but as we get ready for the Blues. As watch number one, we're going to see a couple maneuvers here, I think, now. As the Blue Angels number one comes down the flight line here. We're going to call this the... There's one right there, folks. And we got to, of course, turn on our smoke. So the Blue Angels are now in one of those motions that you have to keep your eye out. This is exactly how the Blue Angels do it. Their show is they're going to have no narration, no music. Those planes probably fly themselves. They're very sensitive, or they're not sensitive, but you can fly them yourself. Now we're going to see the next maneuver by number one as the lead pilot comes down. Smoke comes on again on the Blue Angel number one, and let's fire this one up with the practice pass where they meet up at Show Center. Ready, hit it. There it is. Nice little practice there. Nice little practice maneuver there. That's as nice as it gets. Wow, that thing's hauling above, that's for sure. So last year did this and you did it on Xbox and people were something. So is there people? Oh no, that's the real Blue Angel Virtual Air Show. They have a YouTube channel. Then if you do go to their airspace, they won't let you in there. The Thunderbirds have one too, a virtual Thunderbird show. I'm doing this channel for all virtual air shows on this channel, where I do a lot of air shows each weekend and stuff like that. Now we're going to turn the smoke on again. Ready. Here we go. Little pull. Ready, hit. So there's that. As the Blue Angels do another pass, that's how they look. And making their performance. Now we're going to see number one. What the number one pilot's going to do. Yeah, if there is a virtual, Blue Angels do have a virtual thing on there on YouTube. So they do have a team and they do all the same routines. This channel is just for all different air shows. I am doing the Blue Angels though on a different simulator. As we watch now as number one pulls straight back and makes them into a loop. Here we go. Pull, little pull, little pull, little more pull. Burners turn down. Little more pull. Little more pull. Burners get ready. Turn it on. Ready down. As you hear the pilots communicating with each other, they are really working hard on this. A little more pull. A little more pull. So yeah, guys, this is the what you're doing is as we do just a little surveillance work this afternoon here at Sun and Fun. Not much happening. Just a little bit of demo, and we will at this moment try out some other high-speed maneuvers. Now they're going to practice their high alpha. They're doing some stuff. Just like this. Always nice to practice their high alpha. Now they're going to nose it down. Try to gain some airspeed. So just like this, folks, as the Blue Angels are just investigating their spots for part of the show. That's how they do it. Now, each week when the Blue Angels fly, we do surveillance. Unless it's over the water, then who cares? And now watch as the Blue Angels now circle around. They're going to come back towards show center and do another maneuver. 4-point hesitation roll. As they crank it up, and we're taking a look at what you call surveilling the area. Here they come again. It's going to get loud here, guys, so hold tight. It's always good to get the practice here for the Blue Angels because then they know exactly what they have to do, and it'll get them good practice for their show this weekend. Give it a little bit more juice like this, a little more throttle. Showing you guys this. Showing you guys a little bit more of the Blue Angels technology and the great flying that the Blue Angels have put in for their show. Just like this. So this is exactly how we do it, folks, right here. And the reason why they're doing this is just to scavenger their flight pattern and their flight deck. So they see stuff they don't like, it's not going to turn out to be a good show. But we are hoping that it's going to turn out to be a fantastic show this evening, or as well during the process of all their training and practices. There's number one. As he pulls, and now he's going to start doing rolls on the flight line like this. Oh, yeah. That was nice. They do need a lot of practice. That's why they try to find out or figure out stuff. And don't forget, guys, a little bit later on this afternoon, you'll see it. And now, actually, now we have Blue Angel 1 that's going to be coming in here. And we are going to set these guys down, and then we'll begin the solos off here in just a little bit. But first, we have the F-35C coming in, which we will be growling in here in just a couple minutes. So as the Blue Angel sets up, then we have practice flights. He's down. Okay, sounds good. We got the F-35C coming inbound, or we will. So we actually grounded the Blue Angels landing intentions. And now we have an F-35 Lightning that will be making his approach. And then we'll get the solo pilots up and ready to go. As the solo pilots, as we watch the solo pilots, as it is crazy. It's amazing to see this kind of stuff. That the amazing thing about seeing this is the talent. The talent that gets put into these guys, and the extreme show that these guys have, and the amazing thing about it, it does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of effort, and we'll hand you back over right now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. We'll send you back over to the Blues here in just a little bit, as we are going to be arriving the C model of the F-35, the C model. So you'll hear a little bit more noise. Just let your ears rest just a moment. As we say all over again, it is the C model of the F-35. Well, that's you see the C model has the wings a little bit bigger than the other models. But as you can tell, the C model is probably the finest of them all. We are hoping for some flybys. Hopefully, some flybys by the F-35 if we can get that in control. That is what we're trying to look for. We're trying to ground these guys. We're trying to find as much space as we can and get the F-35 inbound. And we'll get the solo pilots, and then we'll have them do their thing, practice their routine just a little bit. And once that takes place, and ladies and gentlemen, we do have the F-35 coming inbound at this moment here. As he has to he's going to start cutting his power back. That way he can start bringing it down because he's way up in the air. This is the C model. The wings are just a little bit different than the original model, but the F-35, you see him bring it back down on the ground here, and then we'll have some departures, I guess you could say, for Amazon, because if you don't send the Amazon aircraft out, you won't be able to receive your packages like normal. If you don't receive your packages, then you know what happens? What happens? You don't receive your packages, you blame me for holding up Amazon. That's all that matters right at this moment. Hold up the traffic. Now the F-35 is actually maybe he's just making a landing here, guys, as we actually have him get ready to land it for us this afternoon. He might not make any flybys because of maybe his motors or his engines or whatever you call it. He just says, "How about we land it instead?" So landing is a little bit better, I guess, if you're the F-35, right? There's no fight in this. You can't fight it. You have to respect it. If you don't respect it, then you're not gonna respect the other promises of the F-35C model. So this is the C model here. And he will be here during the week and the weekend here at Sun and Fun 2025. That's also followed by the Growlers, who will be coming in a little bit later. But as you can tell right now, it's one of those hazards. You know, you watch the F-35 and you think to yourself, hey, this is going to be a great show. Why? You may be wondering, why is he setting up for landing? Why wouldn't you think he would do flybys? You would think so. We can't promise you that right now, though. We may think he's getting ready for surveillance areas. It might not work as well as you think, but I guess you could say, let's go for it. That's the only option you have. And if you're flying with the F-35, you have stuff you have to land and get in control. Here's the pilot of the F-35. I can't hover it. I don't know how. I don't have the capability to. I actually have never figured out how to hover. And here comes the fake, folks. And the burners. Burners, come on. The F-35. Here comes the F-35C model. And he'll be here all weekend and the week. And look at this. We are already rolling with the F-35C model. Whoa! That is something nice right there to see. You'll see him perform during the night show or during the day show again, as well as what happens. He's getting ready to come back around and do it all again. Maybe, unless he decides, okay, you know what, we're gonna land it. We don't have much juice left. Well, you gotta have juice. If you don't have the juice, you ain't gonna fly. If you don't have the juice, that's the number one priority in this thing. I think it does. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. I should change my name from jet lags to do you have any, what should I put it as, do you think? Oh, the bee hovers, yeah. I'm thinking about changing jet lags for some air show. Virtual air shows? Should I do that? Virtual air shows and Journey Gaming? I can leave that, but I should change it to virtual air shows, huh? He should be going faster, yeah. But at least he's just arriving. Oh, he might overshoot the runway. Maybe not. Maybe not. He's going to turn back inbound as he sets it up. Oh, wait a second. He faked you guys out once again. Here's the F-35. Listen to the roar. This is the C model. Pocket rocket. Look at that pole right there. The C model of the F-35 Lightning. And he has unbelievable. We are doing surveillance work with the Blue Angels. As the Blue Angels are here, they're down on the ground. We will be arriving the Blue Angels solo pilots. 4 and 6, I think they are the solo pilots. That will be coming up after this. This is the Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show, except today's not an air show day, guys. We are just doing Blue Angel arrivals and just surveying the area today. We do have the F-18 growlers coming in as well this afternoon. The growlers, which you guys will check out a little bit later on. And then the Blue Angels will land again, and then they're going to group up and practice their routine for the remaining part of the show. So that's how this air show is going to work. Jet lag air shows. Good. I can do that. Jet lag air shows. That's awesome. Jet lag air shows and journey and gaming, right? Because I do different adventure stuff on here too. Oh, waste of gas. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to waste gas. He's trying to waste gas. We will be back at the full air show tomorrow again. Saturday night, and Sunday. This is still part of the air show, so we still have to go live. The F-35C now, folks, is about to land here. Maybe. Hopefully. No, just air shows. Look at this again, folks. Here we go. And he faked you guys out once again here at Sun and Fun. Oh, yeah, the C model's finally here at Sun and Fun, having a little bit of fun time here. Easy to do. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? The F-35C. So now we have the A and we have the C here. That's just crazy. We have two F-35s at the show display. And like I said, we do have our air show and aerobatics will be back tomorrow. We're just doing surveillance with the Blue Angels. And the Blue Angels will be performing tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. And part of the Blue Angels, part of this, guys, the reason why I'm streaming this today is because it's still part of the air show. So of course I have to still stream it. If I'm not streaming it, then my viewers are going to be like, how come there's no stream today? That's exactly what we were all thinking there, right? No show. No stream, there's no air show. That's all right. Here we go again. And here we go. Now let's see if he's going to set up for a landing. He never can be fooled with these F-35s these days. And the gear comes up again. Oh, yeah. Look at that. How do you like that? More fake, folks. Oh, yeah. Now the air boss really does say you have to come in. Yeah, right? It's still part of the air show. I'm still doing narrating, but there's no aerobatics till tomorrow. We're just doing surveillance and just checking out the area. Okay, guess what? We have the solo pilots coming up right here. Coming up next, we got the Blue Angel solo pilots. Once the F-35 finally lands, I know he's having a little too much fun out there, folks, but I can tell you right now, it's time to land this thing. You'll be performing tomorrow. Don't you worry, fella. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. Oh, man. Jet lags air shows, where each week we go to different air shows and we do different air shows. And we'll be living them right here on YouTube. And of course, as we know, This is anything, you can't ask for anything better. This time Airball says he had to land it now. If he doesn't land it, he's gonna get in trouble if he doesn't land here. You have to land. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Sun and Fun 2025, the F-35C model. He's messing with us. He is, that's for sure. Now, as the airball says, you got to land it. There's a little rougher landing, but he made it, folks. There's the F-35 Lightning C model. As now we have the A model and the C model here at Sun and Fun. Feel free to come down and watch out for what is going to be a spectacular show with the A and C model. No. I only have 3 peeps watching in this channel right now. That's it. I guess because there's no air show, so nobody really cares about the fighter jets. That's probably the deal in this thing. Now the F-35 made it. We are he is on the grass. He is working his way to parking. I thought the fighter jets were the show. Yeah, they're part of the show. Today it's just the arrival of these guys and the growlers that will be coming in a little bit this afternoon as we get Blue Angel 6 taxied out, and as we get ready to look. Yeah, just part of the show, right? You've been studying the jets, nice. So the engine's quiet down now, guys, as we cut down and cut back, and now we're going to get the surveillance area with the Blue Angels number 6, and whatever number is the other solo pilot. It is so awesome. That's for sure. And we are getting ready. Tomorrow we are back at the full air show, guys, today. And just so you know, once the growlers come in, we will be doing the Blue Angels full demonstrations with no narration and no music. So once we get the Blue Angels number 6, the solo guys, as we get the solo pilots coming up, we are already rocking and rolling with the you like the Airbus, yeah. And we are looking once again to participate in what is going to be one heck of a show. Here's the number 6 Blue Angel. And now we are going to watch him come inbound. And do they ever have? Yeah, they have biplanes. I do have a biplane next weekend for one of my shows. Next weekend, we'll have a wing walking act. I got to tell you right here, tomorrow we got Skip Stewart and Melissa Burns doing tin sticks tomorrow. That's going to be so much fun. Can't wait for that. Melissa Burns flying tin sticks. And here we go, guys. Blue Angel 6 is now coming in for checking out the area now. So here comes the other Blue Angels. I hope so too, Audrey. You're right. It is amazing. Here comes the Blue Angel 6. And the smoke comes on Blue Angel 6. This is the solo pilots. And now watch them crank this thing up. It is time for the Blue Angel 6. Flying these jets has to be a rush, such a rush. They are. And now Blue Angel 6. Now this is what everybody's been hoping for. They've been asking about the Blue Angels. When do the Blue Angels come in? And the Blue Angels are finally here now, as we just do surveillance work here with the Blue Angels. Now here comes Blue Angel number 6 as a doing some flybys here. As he just practices his inverted pass, that right down show center. And after Blue Angel 6, then we have the growlers coming in. And once the growlers are done, then we have the full show with no narration and no music, but a full show of the Blue Angels, which we will be doing this afternoon. We still have more to come here, folks. It's just getting started. Lake Parker, that's right. And here we go, folks, as now the Blue Angel 6 comes all the way towards show center. And now he'll cut it off with a knife edge. There's a nice move right here by Blue Angel 6. So you want me to name mine Jet Lags Air Shows? Who likes that? Who likes that idea? Jet Lags Air Shows. That's because we do a lot of air show stuff here. How does that hit you guys? Look at that smoke trail. You like it? Great. This could be jet lags. I think jet lag air show sounds cool. What channel? Do I have to make another channel for all journeys and adventures? I don't think Dave likes it if I don't think he likes it. Jet lags air shows. How about jet lag virtual air shows? How does that sound? They still pull a lot of G-force here in this practice round. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I like that. That's a good idea. Adventures and air shows. Yeah, great idea. Why need the gaming part in there, right? If I do gaming stuff, it's only flight simulator. So why add the gaming to it? Something catchy, yeah. No, and it's only the Blue Angels surveying the area. It's nothing special today, guys. That's why I don't know why I'm streaming today. It's not really a big day for streaming. There's no air show involved today, but I guess it's part of the show, and you guys hear my narrating still, so that's why I'm doing it. But tomorrow we'll be back on track with their air shows. So today it's just scavenging the route. It's what they call it. Just checking out the area, seeing how these pilots can handle being in this area. Looks like the pilot would wave. Yeah. But you had before. I know you guys are bored with this. That's fine. You don't have to stay here. It's not for everybody today. Tomorrow we'll be back at the show. So you got, like I said, you guys don't have to stay if you don't want. But we're just surveying the area, just checking over. And we'll have the Blue Angels full practice show around 3-ish today. 3 Central Time, 4, so around 4 o'clock Eastern Time. With no narration and no music. Tampa's like, this is boring. I'm leaving. Like I said, everybody doesn't have to stay here and watch this, but do pilots hear the music during? I don't know if they do or not. Good question. I'm not sure if they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they do hear the music because they have to listen to the air boss. How do you? I know. I know this is boring, guys, but what do you guys think so far? This is just the air show today. Tampa's like, I'm bored. I don't want to sit here and do this. Not until the real air show starts again. Then I'll be back. That, that's what I have a feeling Tampa's probably thinking right now. He's like, this is nothing special. Gotta go. Okay, have a good one. Yeah, I called it, didn't I? See, we're just speculating the airspace because that way they know where the air show box is, and it won't throw them off. This is day 5, or no, what is it? Day 3? Day 3 of Sun and Fun? Is this what it is? Day 3 of the virtual Sun and Fun? I think that's what it is. Now watch right here down flight line. So tomorrow, instead of doing it on my Microsoft Flight Simulator, I have a Blue Angels flight simulator with just the whole Blue Angels routine with Fat Albert. That's what I'm going to be doing my Blue Angel show on tomorrow. You missed it. as the Blue Angels are now just surveying the area. It was nothing special. There's Dave. Dave's there watching. Dave was in that little terminal spot. So you know, we're in, right. You guys get a cockpit view now. But then the final was the best. Well, you'll have to check it out. You'll see me do it on my channel tomorrow on Saturday night too, Audrey. If you missed it, I'll do it all again Saturday night on my channel. And now look at a couple little rolls here for the Blue Angels number 6 solo pilots. Looking just phenomenal. Great work. And it's nice to see the Blue Angels at my air show, at Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. This is awesome. I know you guys get bored just watching this, but if we don't do this, you know, the thing about it is, folks, if we don't do this part of the show, then it's not going to look as good. Yeah. Just a reminder, we'll be back at the air show tomorrow, and we'll also have another night show on Saturday night, which is going to be spectacular again. So if you missed Wednesday night show, you'll see Saturday night air show again. We'll do it all again. That also we are on a roll here as he's pulling some heavy G's right now as he's lifting out of his seat. That is a hard turns he's making here. And here comes. So 2:30 he'll be sitting down, and then we'll have the growlers. But first we have Amazon Prime we had to release, as we always do. So thankful for Tampa being here and Audrey being here. We appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Also check out the Tampa channel. He is streaming beaches right now, or water or something. He is really hauling here. And you know what? If for them to squeeze their legs together so the blood rushes through. Oh yeah, we absolutely have clear skies. It's going to be a great weekend. That's for sure. We have had a Blue Angel number 7 went down yesterday and after a collapsed landing gear. But everybody's all right. Look at how nice, and as the Blue Angels do some overhead passes, folks, as you watch them, they're doing some amazing stuff, and only because it's a beautiful day. If we have clear skies like this for the weekend here, the show is going to be fantastic. And I can admit it right now that it is already turning out to be a great day for a show. It is a great day for being and doing a show this afternoon. Blue Angels full show will kick off at 4 o'clock Central Time or Eastern Time. We had to move Saturday show to 12 o'clock Central Time and 1 o'clock Eastern Time for Saturday afternoon. As he's trying to survey the area and practicing his maneuvers, cool little maneuver practice as well. And this is how we do it here. Yeah, flying right over the top where Dave sits during the air shows, right there. I hope I didn't hurt your ears there. If I did, I'm sorry. We don't want to hurt his ears, that poor guy. I feel bad for him. Don't want to damage his eardrums. As we're cruising around the grounds here, doing it. Look out. Yeah. Dave's probably sitting there thinking to himself, man, why do they have to get that close to my head? That's the only issue we have. That's the only problem we have. He's thinking to himself, how do we have that? As we now approach show center, this is making some great fly. And here they come right here towards show center once again. Right down the strip once again. Whatever blows your hair back. Jet flying over. Yeah. And the Blue Angels just practicing and doing some check out the area and doing a couple maneuvers, but not too bad. They're not. We've got an amazing, amazing show. Everyone is enjoying every second of this. That's what it's all about. And here comes a nice low hard 360 turn again. And I guess we can I guess Blue Angel 6 will start coming in for a landing here. Had enough surveying the area with Blue 6. And we're going to have Amazon. We're going to have your favorite Amazon departures. Because if they don't depart and we keep flying, you know what? We're not gonna get the. You guys won't receive your packages. So if you want to receive your packages, folks, we gotta have you guys. Yep, Amazon. we got if you guys want to receive your packages, then we have to have Amazon take off. If you don't want packages, whatever you didn't order from Amazon, then you won't get your packages. So we had to share the airspace as we've been doing this week with Amazon, and we have number 6. We have the whole team here, folks, and then we're going to set up with the after that. Then we're going to set up with the whole team. They're going to do some flybys, and then after that, we get ready for the whole entire Blue Angels demo with no narration. Well, we're going to walk you through what's going on, but then we're not having a full show till tomorrow. Welcome to the Blue Angels here at Sun and Fun 2025. The Blue Angels are here for the weekend, and they're excited to be here. Look at that. Nothing better. Oh, yeah. How do you like that? Give it a little Blue Angels welcome to Sun and Fun 2025 as we are launching back to the skies. And we're getting ready to see the Blue Angels team up. They have to refuel. Get stuff ready, and the team will take off together, and they'll be doing surveillance work, surveying the area together as a team. And of course, you would call it your at Sun and Fun 2025. I almost said 2022 or something. That doesn't seem right. Calling it Sun and Fun 2022, that doesn't seem right at all. That's right. We call it a little bit more tactical, I guess you would say. So we have the A here and we have the C here, and now we are getting ready to watch. You got your parachute? Yeah, I do. that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. If I don't have a parachute, I don't know how I'm gonna escape. But I can tell you right now, I better escape somehow, somewhere, and better not cry about it. Because if I cry about it, then I'm gonna worry too much about it, and it won't be pretty. All right, we're looking for the Airbus for Amazon. I gotta tell you guys right now, it is as we depart what is called Amazon. I know I have it somewhere. Oh, maybe I didn't download it. I have to go here for a second, guys. Just give me one moment. I have to come here. Oh, we have the F-35C that needs to be uploaded or updated. That's pretty amazing. That is something. I tell you, sometimes the planes have to be uploaded, sometimes they don't. It depends on what you think. Not installed. Not installed. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. If it's none of this is installed, that's good, because you know what's going to happen. We're going to install Prime. There we go. Now the only thing is, how do we install Prime? I don't know. Oh, I just did something that I was not supposed to do. My bad. Oh man, there we go. We're already screwing up on the day. Heck with it. We're not going to do. We're not. Thunderbolt, yeah, the A-10 Thunderbolt. I know it's a very unique thing here. Now we're actually going to get the whole Blue Angel team here. Give me one moment. I have to see if I can install my Blue Angels app. So you guys are just going to sit here with me as we, there we go, Blue Angels right here. Free up some space. I know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to free up space. So I'm going to take away MBA. Who needs MBA? Who needs MBA when you have the Blue Angels in town? Now we're going to get all the Blue Angels out there. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're going to survey the area. Steady. That's right. Steady. I know you guys think this is a boring show today. It is. I know. I understand it's a boring show. It's not much to it. There's not much to it. We have the growlers coming in as well. I guess the team is going to team up and group up here and do some survey work together as a team before they let the Blue Angel, or before they let the growlers come inbound. So now you got to see a little bit more extra Blue Angels. Formation. We got 5, 6 of them. There they are. I don't know why they're gray, but that's all right. The blue skies are ready to take the stage. Here we go. Let's listen to the call sign by the Blue Angels. All right, boss, here we go. We are ready. Boss, we're ready to go for takeoff for surveillance. Here we go. This is Blue Angel number 1 coming to you live from the cockpit. Ready, set, here we go. Ready, little throttle up, and we're going to get ready to put on one heck of a practice. Now I can't do it. Oh yeah, gonna get crowded. I guess, you know what? I guess we just had to start in the air. There they are right there, the Blue Angels, the other ones. All right, folks, and now you watch the Blue Angels here circling the field this afternoon. As a team, they work hard each day, each and every other day, to get this thing perfect for the crowd. Now let's go live to the cockpit and listen in to the Blue Angels communication. All right, little bow. Here we go. Little burner. Put the burner on a little more. Little pole. Pole. A little more pole. Here we go, guys. For Blue Angels. A little more pole. A little more pole. Pole. Easy. Don't be crashing. Right? How do you like my pilot voice? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Smoke off. Ready. We're going to watch our first precision. Here we go. Little pull. Little pull. Little more pull. Pull. Look at this, folks. How about this? The Blue Angels climbing upside down, and we have precision. Little more pull. Pull back a little more. Let's roll it all the way around. Here you go, little pole burners on. Yeah, there you go, folks. So you got live pilot communication inside the cockpit. That's how they set up for a beautiful maneuver as a loop in the sky. And now the Blue Angels still. How do you like their surveying the area? I know it's not much of an air show, guys, but I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here at Sun and Fun 2025. Everybody wave, yes. Smoke on. Smoke off. Smoke off. Look at that, folks. Yeah, you just heard some more communication inside the cockpit with the Blue Angels. How do you like that? What do you think, folks? How do you like it? What do you guys think? Not much of an air show, but you know, what can you do? So 3 o'clock, we do have the Blue Angels full aerobatic routine, which you will see them do their whole air show routine. And once that is done, that will conclude the show then. And then we start fresh tomorrow as we kick off the afternoon air show. It's going to be terrific. It's going to be a great air show tomorrow, folks. You won't want to miss it. Miss it. You're in for a treat for tomorrow's show. You don't want to miss the show. That's what everybody says. You don't want to miss the show. That's the most important thing. You got the Blue Angels flying tomorrow, of course. They're doing their full show tomorrow. But today they're just doing surveillance work at the airport, just flying around, making sure everything is running good. And then we get the whole show again tomorrow, folks, as you will watch the entire Blue Angels performance. Who's ready to see that? It's going to be special. We're glad that the Blue Angels are here at Sun and Fun 2025. And it's already Thursday, so that means we only have 3 more shows left. I'm sorry. I know it's heartbreaking. I don't want to see this thing end either. It's going to be devastating when this thing ends because I hate seeing it end. It's been so much fun this week. We still have a lot more shows to come. Doesn't matter when or how it happens. Saturday's show will be at 12 o'clock Central Time and 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And here comes a little pole. Once again by the Blue Angels. Look at that. Nice precision flying. Unbelievable. All right. The Blue Angels are gonna be set to land. The Blue Angels are absolutely going to be set to land. We can't thank these guys enough for being here and performing a great show. And look at this. The Blues are here at Sun and Fun. As we get set for a landing, this is all about the excitement and the enjoyable. We have air shows next week. Where are we at today? We're at Sun and Fun. We're still at Lakeland, Florida till Sunday. Yep, we're in Florida still. Sun and Fun. Let's see how they set up for landing here. And let's see what they got. Time to set up for a landing. As the team comes in for landing, and we get ready for the growlers. Oh, beautiful touchdown. That doesn't get any prettier than that. I don't know why those guys aren't on the ground. There they are. So we got the growlers coming up next. So we're sticking with the F-18 subject. And you got to tell you anyways, right now it's one heck of a show. And we are looking forward to the Blue Angels performance. And the performance of the Blue Angels will start at around, let's say, 3 o'clock Central Time and 4 o'clock Eastern Time. The growlers are going to come in, and they're going to make some passes here. As the F-18 Hornets, the growlers making their way to show center. Yeah, you're right. That is. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right, Audrey. And get ready for the Blue Angels practice show with Pat Albert. Pat Albert's here as well, as you'll see a practice flight with him coming up next, and then the Blue Angels will take the stage. And we'll see how their routine is. As we look, and now the growlers are ready to come inbound. There's to one of the growlers. And we're going to get one more. Here we go. This is the legacy flight, guys. We have so much good stuff coming in. You guys won't want to miss tomorrow's show. We have the legacy flight with the growlers. Same thing, folks. Here come the growlers. Here at Sun and Fun 2025. And we have the growlers here inbound. It's Sun and Fun 2025, everyone, and we appreciate all of you guys hanging in here watching the F-18 Hornets and the Growler air shows. And the growlers are finally here, everyone. Let's all say hi to the F-18 Growlers demonstration team. So nice to have them here at Sun and Fun 2025. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. And now the growlers are here at Sun and Fun, and this is a special treat for all of us. We get to see more Hornet flying. So we see the Blue Angels, and now we see the growlers. That is amazing. That is great. That is fantastic. As the F-18 Hornets come around. We don't have any music. We don't have any narration today. We are just talking. So this is how the Airshow X today happened, with no aerobatics, as the Blue Angels are doing a lot of surveying the area just to check it out, making sure how everything looks. Coming up next, we have Fat Albert and the Sun and Fun crew here. getting ready for the Blue Angels practice demonstration coming up after the growlers are done. So the show might get done a little bit earlier than normal, but that's all right. Tomorrow we have another day, but it will kick off tomorrow again for sure. Siri can hover. That's fascinating. She can hover, that's for sure. And here come the Hornets. The growlers are inbound. And they look like they're a little too high to land, but he's coming in perfectly hot. Same thing like the F-35 did. Can't be fooled. Now the burners erupt. And the growlers now pull up for a bank off just like this. As the team now sets up, and the growlers will make some more passes, more landing gears. Maybe they're making more passes. Who knows what's going to happen? But I can tell you right now that the growlers are here, and we're happy to have them here at Sun and Fun 2025 as well. So coming up after our growler arrivals, we will have the Fat Albert. Hey, I'm Fat Albert. He will be doing his thing coming up in just a little bit, followed by the Blue Angels full rehearsal with no narration and no music today, but we'll hear that all tomorrow with the narration and stuff like that. So who's ready to see the Blue Angels tomorrow fly during the show this weekend? I can tell you right now, it's going to be a great show, folks. It is going to be spectacular. We are looking forward to it. As the F-18 Hornets bring back around so nice to show center. And he'll crank it over the top like that. The growlers are here. I told you it's a jet kind of day, folks. Not much going on, but surveying the area with the Blue Angels and having some arrivals. We have some. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later, Ghost Rider. Okay, yeah, you too, Audrey. Thanks for watching. You take care of yourself and have a great day. And we'll talk to you later. And here we go, folks. There's the Blue Angels. They're coming around towards show center. I mean, the F-18 Growlers coming in to show center. We welcome everybody in here. And here come the landing gear again. They're having so much fun. They said you can stay up as long as you have to because the Blue Angels won't start performing till as the Growlers are here at Sun and Fun. We welcome these guys in as well. The Growlers are here, and we are here as well, celebrating the Naval Air. And we are having ourselves a great day. This is how everything works. The way it works is the way it works. We ain't lying about that. This is as fast as we go, and the Hornets do an amazing job, as the F-18s do a fantastic job. And I can tell you right now, there's nothing better than watching F-18 Hornets fly during shows. You know, it's also great to see these guys here at Sun and Fun. Next week, we have another great air show, which will be coming up next week. With not much going on in the show, and it is a great chance to be here watching Sun and Fun and Over the Skies, you know, bringing a lot of attention into people, bringing in a lot of aviation enthusiasts. That is what is the best part about it in the aviation business. You know, being an aviation enthusiast, it's about enjoying the freshness of aviation. Smell the afterburner. You can smell it. You can smell the jet fuel by these growlers, and they are on top of it. And here comes the pitch to brake landing, which maybe there'll be some more passes. Now just with the single pilot of the F-18, as the other guy just circles around and comes in for a landing. Now the growler number 1 is just going to make some passes and show you some rolls and show you some little maneuvers since he's at it. Why not, right? It's part of the show here. I gotta tell you right now, it's a very interesting fact that the F-18 is such a beautiful airplane. It's one of those kind of jets, you know, that bring in the shockerty crowds, you know, bringing fans in and drawing their attention, seeing what they got in store, and surveying the atmosphere, or of course surveying the flight. And here comes another maneuver here for the F-18 Growler team. So the number 1 F-18 is now in. We're going to do some barrel rolls here with the Hornet this time around. So here comes now you'll see the solo pilot just do himself a favor by doing some aerobatics for you guys. And here we go. And there, he'll roll it. There's a nice couple rolls right there. Calling the Blue Angels, calling everybody else. This is exactly how you do it. We have a lot of precise flying with a lot of these aircraft, and you know that it is a challenge with the flight that we're seeing here today. You know, the Blue Angels are amazing. The F-18 Hornets are amazing. Now you're about to see a landing solo. This is exactly an aircraft carrier landing, which you'll actually see right now, which makes it look a little bit easier, maybe a little challenging as well, but I don't know how this is going to regroup or rephrase what you are about to watch, because of what happens next is totally in a confusion. Right, that is all about it. You know, we're all about the precision of flying. It's all about the dream. It's the way we fly this thing. I guess these jets are made for some amazing aerobatics. Now we're landing this aircraft just like we do when we land on the aircraft carrier. No, wait, they don't do that though. Oh, nice low roll there. Precision is flying perfectly. Down the flight line. Burners come on again. Here comes another sneak attack pass. There's the F-18's afterburners. That's how we soup it up to 100 miles per hour. We're faster than that. And look at that precision flying, folks. Nothing better about the F-18 Hornet. That's how we do it here at Sun and Fun. Balancing all these precision flying aircraft. You know, it's the chance to get to know and chance to get to fly with the Super F-18s. Now since the other one landed, we're just he's still up there. He has a lot of fuel he has to burn yet, and that's what he wants to do. Now he's goofing off and having a little bit of fun. The Navy aircraft, which is the precision flying with the F-18 Hornet, which makes the Hornet a little bit challenge. It's a beautiful airplane. It is what is known as the F-18 Hornets. Here comes the landing. Don't be fooled. You usually can't be fooled about this. Here comes a nice maneuver. Now the burners come on again. Here we go. Hard towards the left. And he cranked the stick right there towards show center. Look at this. Hard pull. As we get down lower, and the F-18 Hornet will circle around and try everything again for a landing. And you could tell he's having so much fun up there. He doesn't want to land. That's exactly what happens if you fly. You see something you like, you don't want to land. You just want to stay up in the air and have a little fun. That's exactly what the growlers think. And you know, the growlers are amazing aircraft. It's great F-18 Hornets, as the Hornets were meant for flying, and we absolutely have the growlers. With that being said, here comes another flyby down the line, making him off by like the carrier. All right, folks, as now the F-18 will set up for their final landing now. And a lot of fuel was burned as he circles around and tries to come up for a landing this time around. This is exactly how we do it. And then we get ready for the Pat Albert practice and the Blue Angels. You're here to see the Blue Angels flight as well. And as the show gets kicked and booted, we're here. You're looking around. You're looking around saying, we see the F-18, we see the F-A-18 Hornet doing patterns. How about we do it with him? How about we turn? How about we set up for a landing? That would be perfect right in the middle anyways. The F-A-18 has it. Sets up every maneuver this afternoon as he comes in. We do have a lot of aircraft setting up for a landing. And we get ready to hand things back over to the Blue Angels once again. It has just been a Blue Angel day today. It has been. And I can tell you right now, surveying the area here at Sun and Fun is always important, because if you don't survey the area and you make a false move, I guess then you could say that's not a good thing. It isn't. It really isn't a good thing. But I can tell you right now that you got to make your approach well and solid here as the F-18 Hornets. Right on base. Put him down on the hard surface. And we welcome the growlers to Sun and Fun 2025. That is as nice as it gets, folks. There's nothing better than the F-18 Hornets, of course, making their appearance to Sun and Fun. This is absolutely phenomenal. We enjoy the feel, the burners, and so much more. And get ready because, folks, we have the Blue Angels. Yes, indeed. That's what I said. We have the Blue Angels for the rest of the time and for the rest of the show remaining as we jump right into the world's greatest Blue Angel performances. And, of course, we have the elimination. It's the C-130, and it is the F-18 Hornets. And I'm just going to choose this. So much stuff, guys, as we get ready to watch the Fat Albert approach. And we are trying our best. And we know for a fact that when Fat Albert comes around and he flies, he puts on a good show. Here comes the practice flight with the Fat Albert C-130, which gives them the opportunity, as quick as possible, trying to do all they can. And here comes the get ready here at Sun and Fun. Look at the C-130 as he rolls on takeoff. Here's Fat Albert and the C-130. And we're ready to see what we're about to see here this afternoon. And Fat Albert, you will notice that the Blue Angels Fat Albert is one of those C-130s that's going to start setting up and making some approaches here at Show Center, because what happens is you're about to see something, you're about to witness, and I can absolutely tell you that it is phenomenal seeing the Blue Angels fly. And I can absolutely tell you right now, it is a chance to see how often you get to see the Blue Angels, and really spectacular. As the C-130 makes his pass, and we will totally for sure show you guys this next maneuver that the C-130 has in store. The C-130 Hercules making his debut here at Sun and Fun, and we're glad to see these guys here. And watch this. It's the nose vertical pitch, and watch how clear as day that this aircraft has on every single spot. You know, that makes this plane very unique, and it is an amazing plane. And I can tell you right now that how many people really like Fat Albert. A lot of people do. And it is, we've got a pass free called the high speed pass by the C-130, as he absolutely will go nose down and then totally clutch it and make it go up right. So it's all in reverse. If, for example, this is the way he wants to do it, called the flat pass, and it's Fat Bob. No, it's not Fat Bob. It's Fat Albert. And here we go here at Sun and Fun 2025. Blue Angels have arrived, and now they're setting up and getting ready to practice their whole routine. And we watch Fat Albert circle his precision of flying just like this here at Sun and Fun. This is exactly how you have the C-130 and the Blue Angels and the way they fly these things. It is they're getting ready to perform and show you guys a virtual, no narration, no music. It's just a practice at Show Center. It's the spotlight on the C-130 as well. We really appreciate it. Next pass, you'll see that Fat Albert will do. You know, this is a great way to get the pilots used to flying, and it is very remarkable, very nice airplane. C-130s are beautiful aircraft. Of course, you know, C-130 is always highly modified. You used to have rockets to make it help it climb, but why need the rockets now when you can absolutely climb vertically? Yep. This is it here for the Blue Angels arrivals, and Fat Albert making his way for a high speed, or I guess you could say stuff about Fat Albert that might not be meant to be said. Yep, right underneath. Look at this. It'll be nose pitch, and he'll climb. Nose down, and a pull back right here on the stick, and a nose forward. There it is. Fat Albert, and he'll make a photo opportunity. They do store a lot of their equipment and all their stuff inside Fat Albert, which makes it possibly one of the nicest motivation aircraft in the world. I can tell you right now, I have never seen anything this gentle in my life before. Oh yeah, you got to tell me right now that the Blue Angels will be flying at 3 o'clock as a practice. And since it's just normal, doesn't have to be perfect, but I mean, you have to have it perfect if you still want to fly perfectly. It is all about the pressure. It's all about the hold. This C-130 here with Fat Albert makes this thing amazing. It is a great aircraft, and I can tell you, fans are looking forward to seeing the Blue Angels all weekend here at Sun and Fun here on this afternoon. And like I said, you guys have been seeing a lot of. This is all we've been doing is we've been surveying the area. We've been doing landings. Solo pilots went up and took a flight. We're almost done. This will be the final thing that you'll see here. And it is almost showtime with the Blue Angels as we welcome them here to Sun and Fun 2025. Nice little pass right here at Show Center. Look at right on the dot. Calling it all the own here. And the beautiful C-130 making his own passes. With nothing to it. Watch another sneak pass by the Big Blue C-130. As the C-130 now makes its way back, we'll find a way to land here, and then we get ready to watch. No narration, no music, but just the Blue Angels. And it is going to be terrific. And we're going to close out the show with that then. And it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a great afternoon show. Knowing that there's not been any too much aerobatics or anything like that, but we do have and now here comes Fat Albert in for a landing. This beautiful C-130. Got to choke it up with a little bit of gas here and on the throttle. Oh, and he will set up for landing. And we get ready. And here's the maximum effort climb here by the C-130. Now you're about to watch something right here. And now the C-130's low transition, maximum force effort climb. This is everything you need to know right here, guys, as you watch, as we get set for what is going to be called the Blue Angels climb. And there goes the gear. Right on deck, here's the climb. And now he climbs all the way up, and he'll push the stick forward to go nose down. As we watch what the Blue Angels do, that's their next maneuver. Now watch as the opposing knife edge flight comes around by the Blue Angels. Let's enjoy a little bit of the tactical. And now we get ready for the aileron roll here by the Blue Angels. And here comes the roll. Just like that, and he will continue to see that again in replay. As the Blue Angels now do it in a roll right on the way up. And we get ready for the squirrel cage takeoff, which is the Blue Angels, what you're about to watch here. As we get the Blue Angels demonstration flight on rolling today. Here's the diamond half squirrel cage. Burners on. Here comes the little pole. And we get off the ground. Up and away we go. And here comes the there's a here for the Blue Angels. And now they try to come up. And here's the pole. And this is it, folks, as we begin our practice flight for the air show. As the Blue Angels now circulate. Very hard in detail, of course. And what they're doing here makes it look very easy. And we come up and they make a big loop in the sky. Here's a little burner. And there we go, upside down. And they're just practicing their air show for this weekend here at Sun and Fun 2025. There's a maneuver right here. Now you'll be able to see the takeoff roll and how everything looks along the way. And now watch, is the invert to invert rolls with the Blue Angels here at Sun and Fun 2025. And here it is right there. What a move. And now the Blue Angels. This is all we're going to see this afternoon here, folks, as the Blue Angels just come around and we do it again. And next up, we're seeing the Diamond Aileron roll by the Blue Angels. As the Diamond approaches center point, all four pilots roll their aircraft 360 degrees. And this is what you call the Diamond Aileron roll. We're not narrating it today. We're just doing a little briefing. As we get ready for the Blue Angels full show tomorrow. It's going to be special. It's going to be spectacular. We already have a great show coming our way here with the Blue Angels as they practice their routine. And I can tell you right now, and we are coming back towards Show Center again, do it again and again. We will be here tomorrow with the Blue Angels surveying area. Get ready for their air show tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And now we got the solos getting ready for takeoff. Here at Sun and Fun, the Blue Angels take off together. As the view comes up, and the Blue Angels are kicking it in full swing. Here's the hard turn. This is just a practice flight, guys. This is not the real performance, as we have no narration or none of that, and no music. But we're just doing their flight and getting ready for the show tomorrow. And we get ready for the Blue Angels takeoff once again. It's another one. As we get ready, this is just a practice show, folks. As the Blue Angels, and we're ready to get upside down and get ready for this one. Gear up. And here comes the gear, ready, and we're going to pull it. Oh, yeah. And the roll right here, upside down. Little pull. Little pull. And back to show center. There we go. Right there, right upside down, and another roll. And the Blue Angels are continuing to do their maneuver. There's the parade pass. And here we go, folks, as the Blue Angels now surveying the area with Fat Albert and just surveying the area to make sure everything looks good for the show this week. And this is what the Angels do at each of their show, which actually gives them the opportunity and makes them have great practice throughout the show. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be a great show, folks. No matter what happens, no matter where you're watching from or what show it's performing here, as the Blues really trying to kick this thing in full gear and sweat it out a little bit. And we know that the Blue Angels are looking forward to some fun. And we absolutely appreciate all the Blue Angels. And we appreciate how this is turning out. And here's the Fortis. And this is one of the hardest maneuvers you'll see during their performance. And we have an amazing maneuver here. This is a tough move. Landing gear comes out. And we're going to roll it upside down. Hang it there by the prop. And he'll go right side up. This next maneuver, as you watch this practice flight today by the Blue Angels, this gets them great ready. This gets them practiced, and this gets them ready for the performance, which kicks off this weekend. Here we go now as the Blue Angels now pull. Let's go listen into the cockpit. A little pull, a little more pull, a little more, a little more pull. As you hear them call their flight pattern, what they're doing right now, folks, is which is an amazing part of the air show industry, which is phenomenally fantastic. And the way they do this thing is just so amazing. And you guys are looking forward to a great show tomorrow here with the Blue Angels as they practice their as they're practicing their routine for tomorrow's show. And there they go, locked, right? And they did it again. And here's the opposing. And you'll see these guys come back for a minimum pull again. And here's a nice hard pull. As you watch, this is very interesting to see how this is maintaining, how these guys perform this thing. It is absolutely as crazy as it gets. It is very hard to do what these guys do, but I tell you what, it is. We're glad to be back and get ready for another show. Next year will be the Thunderbirds, and we go from there. And it's going to be the vertical climb, and here we go as the Blue Angels. As we get set this afternoon here at Sun and Fun. This is part of the air show. Smoke is on. And now they pull them right up into the vertical, and here comes the rolling, vertical rolls. This is exactly how this air show works out, guys. It is great practice for these pilots and more as these guys just keep practicing. It feels like as you're seeing them practice their show and maneuvers. And this is exactly how this thing's going to work. And here's their last pass. Smoke on. And here comes the high pitch. And now we got the next maneuver here by the Blue Angels. Smoke on. Little pull. And now they're going to roll it upside down right there towards show center. And look at this, as the high flying Blues are now maintaining everything they do here at air shows. This is exactly where they're looking at, and they're keeping their following right behind one or another here at Show Center. And this is exactly how you perform it. This is going to be a great part of the air show here, folks, as the Blue Angels rocking and rolling this afternoon here. We're excited to see these guys fly out Sun Fun tomorrow, as this is just a practice show. This is not their real show. This is just a practice. And you guys are seeing it here this afternoon as a practice flight. Give them a little marble. Oh yeah, folks, this is all it is right now here as we get ready. And this is the portion where we kind of get towards the end of the air show. And we're going to go for a nice barrel roll and inside a loop practices. Mm. And look at this, as they flip it upside down here at Sun and Fun, as they just are out here practicing their stuff for this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend because we got the Blue Angels here flying this weekend. And not only that, we have so much more. We've got aerobatics. We've got the Blue Angels to close the show out. It's going to be fun. And we're looking forward to it as much as you guys are. We know it's going to be a great time. We know it's going to be fun. We know this is all about the Blue Angels and how stuff gets started. This is exactly how we do this thing. It is the way. It's the way these guys get this party started, and you know it by every counting, and very successful. You know, these guys put on a successful show. We know how good this is. We know how hard it is. Number 12 follows number 5, and this is what we got. And we're just practicing for the best show that you guys are going to experience this weekend. And I can tell you right now, it is going to be so much fun. The reason why it's going to be fun is now we are just rolling and flowing here with the Blue Angels. This is exactly how we do this. Very hard work, lot of concentration that gets put into it. Mold comes off as well, and this is the way you fly these things, and now you get the left echelon roll, which they'll be setting up here. This is echelon roll. What this does is it's one of these maneuvers that the Blue Angels call their favorite maneuver. I guess you would say it's a hard maneuver. All these maneuvers are hard. You are very close. You are very separated. You are as far apart as it is, and nobody. It is not absolute. It is very close, and the battle on how this thing happens is very dangerous. But we are happy to bring it to you here at Sun and Fun 2025. As test pilots, you know, we always do the line abreast loop. You know, this is it's amazing how these guys, how we can fly these things, and bringing in so much excitement, so much joy, and it really brings back the atmosphere. And a lot of people like the Blue Angels, and we are getting ready as this is a practice flight, and the show begins tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's go right to the cockpit and listen into the calls. Little pull, a little more pull, little more pull, little more pull. And it's the breast loop right there. So as you hear them calling in, and this is going to be amazing to watch. And I can absolutely tell you guys that watching the Blue Angels this weekend is going to be so much fun. And we've been doing so much and so much moving forward and on with this. And it is absolutely really competitive as each aircraft now has its own skill of doing stuff today. And here's the cut break. Here's the Alpha Pass. And we are about to watch something. And here's the Alpha Pass here by the Blue Angels. Great practice for these performers as these guys are performing, getting ready. And I can tell you right now, it is something you don't want to actually miss out on because these guys do everything from the start to the finish to the start to the finish. It just is going to be an amazing situation here, which you guys are about to see and take to the stage as the Blue Angels fly this weekend. I absolutely like the precision flying in. It is absolutely probably one of the most unique stunts that you could ever imagine. You know, watching the Blue Angels do all their stuff and all the concentration, all the work, all the effort that's gone into this. You know, it has been prepared as one of the best, finest air shows. You know, when you watch the Blue Angels, you're really getting ready for some fun, you know, because this is a Delta breakout. Watch this. This is what they practice. They practice so much of these. And here's another breakout right there. And now he leaves it right outside to the end here, folks. And we do have one of the most fantastic shows in the world. You know, it is great to see here. It's great to be here. And it's also great you have the Blue Angels part of the show again this year, which absolutely, all right, which absolutely gives these guys an amazing chance. And I can tell you right now, during the breakout, you have every competition. All right, we have everything from the Blue Angels all the way down, and we're gonna absolutely start it again, and we're gonna go all the way from the Blue Angels this time. And here comes the C-130 as we get ready to watch it. Here, this should at least take us up to a little bit towards the middle side here tonight as we get ready to watch. And Pat Albert, this is where this is where you guys had to be. You guys had to be here. You guys are supposed to be sitting here. You guys are getting ready to watch what is going to be a phenomenal show. And I'm not going to lie, but the C-130 by Pat Albert is one of the most iconic aircraft in the Marines. It is an absolute beautiful airplane, and we are absolutely electrified. We're happy to have the Blue Angels back here at Sun and Fun 2025. And I can tell you right now, this is exactly where we have 100% of the airplane practicing their air show right in front of here at Crowd Center today. And right now, you're getting ready to see the parade pass by the C-130. How do you maintain it? Well, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of skill that goes on as we practice these maneuvers. It's either we're going to set it up now, and now we're going to practice every routine that you will be seeing this weekend. It is going to be phenomenal. You guys won't want to miss it, especially the high tech maneuvers, which are very quick, and it is going to be absolutely great watching the Blues be back here again performing for us here at Sun and Fun. I got to tell you right now, it is a great honor to have the Blues back in store. And when you see these guys practice, you guys won't want to miss it. There's always something between the Blue Angels, and I can tell you right now, it is a very consistent, and now it is what happens is what happens. Okay, this is a head-on pass, and tell you what, the Blue Angels make it look easy. Okay, this is why we're going to show you the full. This is a full routine with no. All right, there's nothing. All right, there's nothing involved with it. A lot of practice, a lot of skill that's gone in this thing, and the concentration, the communication in this thing where you communicate constantly is very hard. You got very talented, and it is not easy work at all being a Blue Angel pilot. You do get tested. It's like heading into NASA and getting ready to watch what is the most extreme things in the world. So I guess you can say this is the way he shapes up to be one of the most popular airshow teams. And I thought this was absolutely great. So you can see it, you can feel it, and why? What happens next is which is the C-130's minimum radius turn, and this is a unique, very odd, and how often do you see Pat Albert fly? Well, you'll see him all the way through the weekend because, it is a challenge. It is a chance to see him. You won't be seeing him on Sunday, but you will be seeing him fly. Again, you'll be seeing him fly on Friday and Saturday, but you'll see the Blue Angels fly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during their full show. Sunflower and Blessings, welcome in. Welcome to Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. As we are just underway here, as I can tell you right now, we are just being prepared with everything that you see here, and it is the minimum radius turn right now, and it is a very, very hard maneuver comparing with the C-130, how close you are to the ground. You have to keep your eye peeled. There's so many maintenance crews. There's so many people in the team, and it is a very, very dangerous thing you're seeing here. But it is a very cool thing that we're bringing back, and glad to see you guys back in progress, and hopefully we get ready for the start of the great air show here, as we are in our third show. This is going to be our third show, so we're excited to bring it to you live and excited to show you guys what we have brought to you tonight. And we have a lot. I mean, there's a lot, there's a lot that goes on and on and on. You know for a fact that the Blue Angels are looking forward to what is going to be a great season. You know, we do a lot of stuff with the Blues. The Blue Angels are here. We get ready for their performances this weekend. It's going to be fun. You're going to see Fat Albert. You're going to see the whole crew get ready, and it's gonna get fun. It's gonna become one of the most popular shows in the world. So you guys are about to see it, and we are getting ready to launch the Blues right now. As smoke comes on, let's see how they do with this practice round as we start our first test and first flight with the Blues this afternoon. There's a nice little pull here for the Blue Angels as now they climb and they climb and they climb. And you see a lot of it. You do see a lot of it. And the pressure, feeling the most excitement that you could see and do everything here as the Blue Angels get set for their greatest air show this weekend. This is just a practice, no narrating or nothing like that. You won't see any narrating or no full music part of this routine till tomorrow. But as of right now, you'll see them do everything you can. What you see today is what you're seeing all weekend. Fantastic. Um, we've been doing what we've been doing all week, Scrap. And as you can tell, this is actually one of the most highly modified aircraft. And it is just the most exciting thing. You see the Blue Angels as you roll into the season. This is our first show of the year, our first big show of the year. And we're actually happy we're bringing it to you right now here at Sun and Fun 2025. Yeah, you explained a lot of stuff going on here. Knowing you're narrator number 7 and you're the pilot of number 7, what? How do you maintain? What do you do? What's up with the communication when you guys do the communication talk? Well, that is for our pilots. Hold on. As the Fortress aircraft by the Blue Angels, you are going to see one heck of a good show this weekend. And the Blue Angels have been part of the air show industry for very long. It's been very hard. It's been their communication, they're talking over the pilots. And when we go like, pull, it sounds like music is in the air, but it really isn't. We're actually trying to help our pilots get used to letting them know that pulling G's or pulling the force could really do the trick. What right? I mean, you guys work so hard. You guys practice this all season long, and I can tell you right now, it is a very most important. Okay, it's more important. It's very unique, and I can tell you the transition that goes between these pilots are just phenomenal. Oh, it is, and we don't have any complaints. Our guys, we practice air shows, we practice these routines over and over again. Might make it very hard and difficult, but we do have the rhythm and we do have the passion for this. For the year of the Blue Angels. Yeah, that's right. Now as you see, that is they're pulling straight up, and that's going to be a hard climb, which is going to make them feel like they're falling out of their seat. It does. It really does. And not because of the strength, not because of the energy and high tech maneuver. This is you are seeing a great practice flight with the Blue Angels. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a full show. We have all our guys, all our pilots are getting ready for what is going to be a spectacular show as we have got you in coverage of today's air show. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I can see it already in the eyes of the Blues. Right. And the more practices we do, the better our team will be. It just is a very challenging moment, when you have to battle and you have to fight. It's a very difficult maneuver. We have to get our guys into strength. They have to be reliable. You have to make sure that nobody blacks out or anything like that. You have a lot of testing to do with these pilots. You had to make them go in the centrifuge, just like what you see astronauts do before for them to get tested to spin that thing and see how fast and see if they can handle the G-force. Very good, and I can tell you very right now that you won't ever see me you won't ever see me doing anything like that, and I know for a fact that that's not going to happen at all. But you guys really work hard on this air show. Yeah, we do, and it is a busy time for us for a time of year. Now, as you get ready to see the opposing, this is a pass which is crazy. And low knife edge. Looks like he hit that one perfectly right on the cue, and there a little couple rolls right underneath, and this one will roll it right side over again, and another one right over the top, and this one is going to be straight up in the air, just like everybody else that does it. Fantastic. And now here comes the Blue Angels, and now the team just formats again. And knowing that there's no narration in or music today, how is it different without the music? And why do you guys have the music to it? Well, the music is the music really adds the people, and brings everybody together closer in the aviation. And I can tell you right now, if you didn't have the music, it would be a little bit boring. But the music for the Blue Angels are just phenomenal. We do music from country to rock to hip hop or whatever you call it. It is something you guys don't usually see every day, and won't want to miss this weekend. Yeah, I mean this is just phenomenal. I mean, watching all these Blue Angels do stuff like this, it's just crazy how how insane this gets right here. As you're a Blue Angel, how do you maintain it? Just like that, when you pass over like that, how close are you actually, guys? Yeah, guys, when they fly like this is what practice does. Practice makes better. If you don't practice, you're not going to be better at what you do. So practice makes better, and totally, it's going to be totally amazing if you practice this thing and hit it right on the cue. Yeah, and I've been watching these guys come back and forth. Ever since they've been flying down the flight line, it's totally been the most craziest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, when we perform shows, it does get crazy. We do some stuff that you guys probably would never see in a jet team, but it is absolutely crazy, and we do practice all these hard maneuvers all the time, so it doesn't um, so it makes it look hard, and it is hard because you have to stay focused, you have to stay consistent, and when you're seeing stuff like this, well, what you're seeing right now, it is just pure craziness. Oh, it sure is, and I am amazed how you guys can fly these things, and like when you give rides to people, what goes through your mind? Like what do people say when they get out of the plane? Do they say, "Oh my goodness," or do they um, do stuff that you wouldn't think they would do? It's a good thing you asked that because most of the time people get on the plane and like, what just happened to me? But they enjoy it. I mean, they enjoy it. That's one of the best part about giving rides in the Blue Angels. I mean, fans love it. People enjoy it. We enjoy it, and it's totally a exciting part of the air show industry. Where we give a lot of opportunities, and we do a lot that go through this air show, and um, we do appreciate everything that we do here And the people that get out of the Blue Angels after we give rides, we're like, and the people's reactions are like, oh, did this just happen? Did I just pass out and I just didn't even know it, or or what happened? Yeah, it's crazy just thinking about all this stuff. But you guys are seeing a great practice routine with the Blue Angels, and you'll be seeing them throughout the weekend. Yeah, I can't wait. And I know a lot of the people here can't wait for it either. I mean, it's going to be a great show. I can tell you right now, you don't want to miss it. Well, plus, we also have another night show, which kicks off on Saturday evening. So, you guys, it's crazy. We crazy. You crazy. How epic is this? This is going to be, just so you know, this is going to be a loud practice turn right here, guys. So get ready for your earplugs. Get ready for whatever you need, because this bad boy is going to go cruising right now. Yeah, this is as fast as it gets. When you're hitting the ground level just like this, it just makes it look like, wow, I'm really hitting the pressure. I'm really stepping on the gas. Yeah. I'm really climbing into the ability of making myself feel right at home. It is. It's a fantastic site. This is the whole point why we do practices like this. You know, most people say you just do it for fun. Yeah, we do it for fun, but we have a lot of skill that goes into it. Oh, I could tell you guys practice this thing really well, and it's amazing how amazing this thing um, gets. The more practices you get, the crazier this thing gets, and this is probably the most unique thing I've ever witnessed. I could tell you right now that how often you could see the Blue Angels do this kind of stuff, and man, my oh my, the hardest part about flying is being part of an air show and being part of the air show industry. This is crazy as they do a head-on pass here. It is absolutely insane. And the passes that we do right here and the maneuvers that we do, fans love it. I mean, that's we bring in the joy, we bring in the excitement, and we bring in the excitement. So we have to do this thing as perfect as it gets, because if we don't bring it in and we don't set it up perfectly, then this whole routine is messed up. Wow, that's one of the most exciting things I've heard all day. We've had a great practice run all day here, folks. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back at the air show industry. So the air show will continue tomorrow. Okay, the air show will resume tomorrow, but this is just the practice here for the Blue Angels. The show will continue. We'll have great air shows. We'll have great aerobatics tomorrow. Great. And what a way to end the air show with the Blue Angels kicking off tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, it's super exciting. Then Saturday we'll do it all again, and then Saturday night, here's the opposing horizontal rolls, and now watch this as we call smoke on, and there's a nice little figuration, pulls it up, and smoke off, and now here's the turn all the way up to the top, and upside down we roll it once again. We had to remember that we had to keep these guys intact here. The hardest thing is watching what the Blue Angels do for a living, right? This is their job. They're away from their families all season long till about air show season. So once the air show season's done, then you absolutely uh, leave and probably think to yourself, okay, that's easy. Welcome home, family. That's as easy as it gets. I could honestly tell you this is probably the most unique thing, but the coolest thing about being part of the air show industry is watching the Blue Angels. They have everything. Look at how close they are. They're like wingtip to wingtip. That's what makes this probably the most unique air show performance. People come here to see the Blue Angels. That's totally cool. We look forward to it as well, and got a total of 8 people. Here's a vertical pitch, and now we're doing rolls all the way up to the top with a little afterburner. You can feel the heat. Remember, don't freak out when you don't even know when the attack comes. Absolutely. This is this is amazing. You guys do a great job at what you do for air shows, and with the tactical, it's crazy. And now we got the line breast loop, which is a favorite that we actually continue to do as they actually pull up. And this is called the line of breast loop, which you throw it all the way upside down, and you lift up on the power just a little more. And I can tell you right now, this is as crazy as it gets. How often do you guys prepare the Blue Angels? I mean, this is unique stuff, and absolutely the craziest thing about being a part of the Blue Angels is flying and doing amazing stuff. And the wings that we fly are just the Hornets that we fly are Super Hornets. So they're Super F-18 Hornets, and it's amazing how close it looks like you're gonna go right into the ground, plunge right into the ground, but you don't. You really don't. Yeah, this is actually the hardest maneuver because it feels like you're gonna go straight down. I can tell you that right now. I've seen many, many air show performers uh, do that same thing, but it kind of does freak you out a little bit because you never know what's going to happen. I know there's a 4-point hesitation roll, and we got it for the solo pilots. Smoke on. There's and here comes 4-point hesitation. Now smoke comes off. That's an amazing move right there. If you thought the hesitation move, here's the vertical brake. Now watch this. This is gonna be, you're gonna pull straight up in the air. You're gonna call for smoke on. Ready, smoke on. Ready, smoke on now. Brake. See that's a vertical brake right there, guys. You climb straight up and you just deploy it upside down. That is just the most craziest thing I've ever seen during part of the air show. Yeah, it is absolutely insane, and more people don't realize that this is a vertical pitch. Watch this. And he goes straight up in the air, just like this. This is a vertical pitch, and he does it right there and flips all the way around upside down. This is the great way right here. And we'll be getting ready for day 2 or day 4 of our air show tomorrow. Day 4 will resume tomorrow. Don't forget to check back. We got a great air show lineup tomorrow afternoon, and we are excited to have be a part of this terrific show. I love it. Thank you so much for taking your time and speaking with us. Yeah, you're no problem. And ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely crazy. Oh, it sure is. And tell you what, the Blue Angels are just the way they fly these things. It may look like a jet that just broke the sound barrier, but it really isn't. It's just the uh, blues that are up in the air just practicing for their air show. Their full show kicks off tomorrow, and you will absolutely see it and hear it with narration and all that other fun stuff. Narration and music tomorrow, and it's going to be fun. Great air show lineup tomorrow for you guys. As today it was all a Blue Angels test as they surveyed the area, did stuff like that, and now they are all teamed up and getting ready for their performance tomorrow afternoon. And we can't wait for it. And I can tell you right now, it is my pleasure to experience this live on YouTube with you guys and showing off what you guys really know about the Blue Angels. It's a group of aviators. You know, these guys are aviators that are amazing. And here comes the high alpha pass. This is actually some nose pitch right here. Look at this. Your nose still rings. That's how we look at it. The nose still brings back the atmosphere. And I can tell you right now that this is absolutely crazy. And there's no doubt in my mind that you've seen anything like this. And totally, the high alpha is one of my favorite maneuvers in the air show industry right now. I can tell you right now, it is crazy. It sure is. And, you know, the crowd really enjoys what we see here. You know, as much, it takes a lot of effort and the braveness of these pilots, you know. Here's the low brake cross. This is another one of maneuvers that we're seeing here at Sun and Fun. And we brake cross low and fast. They do come in at 400 miles per hour, which is very crazy. And feel the burners come, and this is exactly how we perform. And this is the way we do it here at Sun and Fun 2025. And making this thing impossible. This is, we could not have this happen if it wasn't for you guys here at Sun and Fun. This is great being here and putting on a great show. And the smoke comes off, and they just split apart all over the place. They just come one at a time. Here's the tuck over roll here, and this is going to be one of the highly modified maneuvers you'll see. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you'll get a high sneak back attack, where you may have to actually say, "Oops, I think that was not supposed to happen." But I can tell you right now, this is one of the most finest air shows in aerobatics we've seen, and we are excited to bring you the show tomorrow. And I can't wait to get this party started with the Blue Angels. First, we got parachute teams. We have a whole bunch going on tomorrow, guys, and you don't want to miss the air show lineup. It is going to be so much fun. And I got to tell you, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of aviation, and a lot of aviators out there that do love airplanes as much as we do, and this is why we bring it to you. This is called the Diamond Tuck Under Brake, which you'll be seeing here with the Blue Angel. Smoke comes on, and keeping this thing as steady as it gets here. And there's a nice little sideways. And the smoke comes off. See what I mean? There's a lot going through this situation. Now we have the Delta roll here as we get ready to watch the Blue Angels fall for a Delta roll. This is an amazing practice that we've seen here by the Blues. And we're glad that you're watching it here with us as they practice and get ready for their show. As they practice their maneuvers. And this is all about the Blue Angels' excitement. We put a lot of pressure on these guys. These guys take a lot of effort and time. And Fleur Ulysse is coming up next. And here we go as they pull all the way back. We do have a great show tomorrow. And you guys won't want to miss the air show tomorrow, folks. It's going to be a great afternoon. Great afternoon for a show tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon, followed by the afternoon air show. Or, of course, afternoon air show. But then we also have the nighttime air show, which will kick off tomorrow night. Loop break cross is coming up next. This is another maneuver here by the Blue Angels. It's a loop break cross, and this is how we do it. This is how we participate in all these exciting looping maneuvers. We thank you guys for being a part of this today. Thanks for watching. I know it was not much of an air show here, folks, but we will be back at the aerobatic demonstrations tomorrow, as the Blue Angels just had it to get some practice in, and the Blue Angels just had it to get some practice in as they arrived today. This is their practice show, and they will be back, and they will get ready to kick off the show tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday. You can see them all 3 days, and it is going to be fun. There's a nice low roll, and now the Blue Angels. We welcome, we thank you guys for tuning in. This is probably the most exciting stream we've had, as we're still trying to Delta breakout here, guys. This is the final maneuver that you'll be seeing during their performance. And here we go. This is the Delta breakout, and there we go, folks. And we got the Delta breakout. It's the Delta flat pass and pitch up to break to land. This is our next pass. And as they come in, folks, we do appreciate you so much for taking your time and watching this great, wonderful air show that we have today. I know it was not much of an air show, but we do appreciate it. We do appreciate all of you guys. We do appreciate all you guys being here today, taking your time watching the Blue Angels practice. And we won't forget, folks, tomorrow we will kick off our air show back in progress tomorrow. As we thank everybody so much for tuning in today to today's air show demonstration, we can't thank you guys enough. This was so much fun, and we can't wait to do it all again tomorrow. Thank you everyone so much. We have a few more days left of air shows, and we can't thank you very much. We can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this air show demonstration today, folks. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and being here for Sun and Fun Virtual Air Show. We are doing this all again tomorrow. My name is Jetlags, saying so long, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another great air show. See you later, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.